nor a difference. And that insight will restore communication, love, harmony, and dissipate all fear, all anger. This morning, when we bow, when we touch the earth in gratitude to our parents, we said, "Dear parents, we want to continue you in beauty. We vow to do better." And parents always want their children to do better. I always want my disciples, my spiritual children, to do better than me. And when you communicate with your parents, your ancestors like that, they will be very happy. And with that communication, there is no longer any anger, any frustration. You are filled with compassion, understanding. The purpose of our life is not to get a lot of money or fame, because many people who suffer deeply, even if they have a lot of power, a lot of fame. But those of us who have plenty of understanding and compassion, we are very happy. And that is the success, the biggest success of our life, because we have plenty in order to offer. Plenty of what? Plenty of understanding, plenty of love, and that is the most important, a real success of our life. Cultivating understanding and love, and not money and power. The Buddha did not spend a lot of time talking about how the world started and things like that, because his main concern is to offer the teaching and practice that can help people overcome their suffering. My teaching is about ill-being, suffering, and and the way to transcend ill-being and suffering. He always repeats that. We do not have time to engage in metaphysical speculations. That is why he did not spend time to answer questions like whether the world is limited or unlimited, whether there is a boundary to the cosmos and not. He did not spend his time like Albert Einstein to do these kind of things. But through his teaching, we can detect the fact that he has a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight about the nature of life, of reality, of the human being. And he spoke of the ultimate like this. There is something that is beyond beginning, ending, up and down, being and non-being. If that is not there, there will be no escape for beginning, ending, up, down, being and non-being. He said something like that in Udana, and we refer to it as Nirvana. Nirvana is the ultimate. Let us visualize a wave forming on the surface of the ocean. And visualize that we are that wave. There is a point of beginning, we start rising, and we will start falling. That is the description of a wave. You can describe a wave as having a beginning and end, as high or low, as more beautiful or less beautiful than other waves. But the wave, there is a possibility that the wave can live her life as a wave and at the same time live her life as water. There are two dimensions to reality. The first dimension is called the historical dimension, where it seems to have a beginning and end, birth and death, high or low, being and non-being. But if we touch the historical dimension deeply, we touch the ultimate dimension. It's like if we touch the wave deeply, we touch the water in it. Because the ultimate dimension and the historical dimension, they are not separated. The moment when the wave gets in touch with water and realize that she is water, she will lose all her fear, her jealousy, her despair. Before that, she was caught in the idea of beginning, ending, high, low, more or less beautiful. She's victim of fear, of jealousy, of craving. But once she touched her true nature of water, she knows that she is deathless, birthless, no beginning, no end. And the true nature of the wave is the water. And the water doesn't have to run after, the wave does not have to run after water. It would be funny if a wave is in search of water. But we humans, many of us are running, searching for our ultimate reality. We are running to look for God, for Nirvana. From the beginning or from the non-beginning, the wave has been water. And our ground is the ground of the ultimate. Our true nature is the nature of no birth, no death. No coming, no going. Neither the same nor a different entity. No being, no non-being. And we also have our historical dimension like a wave. We might be caught in the notion of birth and death, being and non-being, coming or going. That is why we suffer. But when we are capable of touching our true nature, the nature of Nirvana, we transcend all these notions and we become free. We are no longer afraid of birth, death, coming, going, being and non-being. And those of us who are afraid of being, and we want to escape by killing ourselves, we are seeking non-being. But being and non-being are just ideas, notions. And Nirvana means the absence of all notions, especially the four pairs of notions that we have talked about this morning. No coming, no going, no birth, no death, no being, no non-being, no same, not the same, not a different one.